guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're over on the YouTube account. Now we know that we got super lucky building out Ogath, guys. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to continue the engraving on him. We are trying to get some furniture for him before we get into the campaign, guys. So there we go. There is the rapid strength, which means we do get that plus 30 engraving. Each time an Inferno shot hits, death knell will be loaded with one shell of a type that hasn't already been loaded with. Very, very cool, guys. Now, in addition, we have been saving up some resources. We're going to get some haste out of here, and I'm going to use all of these until we get him to the 60. Now, of course, within a couple different formations, he is very, very strong for the best in slot. We have also seen him as the best in slot within some of the Cursed Realm teams and also the Nightmare Corridor, and we've seen him in the Treasure Scramble, which is the reason why we built him. So there we go. We got him to a plus 37. But in today's video, guys, we are on 47-57. We're going to go through here. I want to finish this out. I want to be done with this chapter. We'll get into 48, guys, and I really feel like we can get there. You can see a lot of guildies have went through here. Even Sono Rez, Mickey, a lot of players have already went through here at about the same, maybe a little bit less levels than where we're at. So ultimately not going to be super difficult to get through here. But we know that the campaign is really just a pain, guys. There are so many players that absolutely despise doing these campaign formations, doing these runs, and really it just takes time. With the auto battle feature, you can put it on just like we've seen right here, guys. There's going to be, again, a RNG factor that we're going to find in here with these campaign runs, especially with Brutus. As you can see, guys, Brutus really, really strong in this formation because of the immunity. We cannot crowd control him in here. And again, we can go through, we can try a couple different formations, but overall, guys, this is where we need to finish this. Now, of course, getting more Stargazer cards out of here, getting a lot more resources out of here is what we're looking to do. Overall, going to make a big difference. And let's try a different formation in here because we need the resources out of here. So that, I believe, was Sono Rez. Let's see what Mickey's running. Mickey is running Rem in here with Amelia. Now, we did see that a little bit earlier. Since I've already used the trial versions, I'm not going to use, but right here, we do have Nevi in here, as well as the Ulna Grez. Now, of course, Ulna Grez, this is going to be a big formation because essentially Grez can just put up minions, which will take care of Brutus's immunity. So essentially, that's going to kind of work itself out. If Grez can scale, if Grez can get some of the minions up, the immunity kind of takes care of itself because Brutus will spend his time killing out the minions versus anything else. And then, of course, guys, the RNG factor. Even down here, K-Sauce is killing out Nevi literally the second that we come into battle. So even though we have Nevi at the 60 engraving, everything else, guys, dying out very, very quick. But there we go. Got the stage done. And a Grez doing a lot of damage, guys. But look at Oden, 28, 29, 15 billion there from Grez, taking us to 47.58. And we're going to stay with that. Quano did very well in that one. This one, all the Grez again, but swapping Scarlet in here and also dropping in Oden in here. Now remember, guys, not only does Oden do a lot of damage in this formation, also the crowd control factor. That is really the formation disruption that Oden puts up is huge because he literally drops heroes on top of each other. And as you can see, makes very, very quick work of the campaign stages. And again, looking at the level that we're at, guys, 57 billion, 43 billion. Still running the Winged Lion in the formation, 47.59. That is right. Let's see what Quana did on this one. Boom, have Belinda. So changing it up to a Belinda formation, which we're good at a point, guys, because we have the Awakened Heroes built. We know the Awakened version of Athalia should be coming up. I think patch notes are going to come up probably tomorrow. But we should see the Awakened version of Athalia a little bit later this week, I believe. Which means, of course, guys, save your resources. The new hero is coming. And we know she is coming. There we go, guys. We just have Thorin back here. And of course, Thorin's a little bit difficult to get through. But there we go, guys. Belinda gets it done. Look at that. 141 billion damage. That is why a lot of players were kind of questioning, should they build the Awakened version of Athalia or should they go for Belinda? Honestly, guys, right now, looking at formations, looking at builds, I would wait, and I would honestly, I would probably wait. I would give it, I'd probably say two weeks, probably 2 weeks. Would be kind of a general rule when the awakened version of Athelia comes up, so we can see exactly how well she works, if she works. Give it a little bit of time, guys. Give it a little bit of time to see. Now, this one, of course, is the 5-pull, but we're not going to get Scrag in here, of course. The Iran, we built out a little bit. We got crowd control right there. And, of course, the ultimate ability that we see from Solus. Gonna make short work of this with the 5-pull, guys. Even taking down Scrag. Love the formations. Now, this one, of course, is kind of interesting again with Kanisa and Rook and Vathiel. So there's the mitigation. So what we're looking to do in this one, guys, is crowd control and probably allowing Raku to do a lot of damage. But Kanisa and Rook also do a lot of damage, guys. Brutus, very, very strong in this one as well. And you can see Brutus with the mitigation factor that we see from Merlin. Again, this is kind of an interesting combination because that we have to keep Raku alive in this one. Now, we haven't built out, see, there he dies again. The RNG aspect, guys. We can keep Vathiel up a little bit if we can get the crowd control going. Because Vathiel is another one, guys. A lot of players, guys, do not underestimate the power and the damage that Vathiel puts out, which is the reason why I know a lot of players swapped Wukong for Vathiel. But again, really, really strong heroes in that formation. Kind of a unique formation. This one, of course, Olnagrez. We do have Frampton in here, which means, boom, Frampton is going to take, well, it's going to die kind of early, but Olna went down. See, Olnagrez, if we can get the minions up in here, guys. And Frampton's another one that requires a very, very high, strong build to work within this formation, guys. So there we go. So, Grez is up in this one. I don't think Grez is going to be able to take this one down. The big thing, of course, guys, when you're fighting Rigby, so Rigby, of course, is a very, very strong one. And this is a combination of Grez versus Grez, which means ours is probably going to go through. And as you can see with the scaling factor, we're going to run out of time usually before we die in this one. If we have our heroes die early, if we have some of these heroes actually die out early, got to keep Palmer up a little bit, guys. If we can get the buffs up, which there we go. Grez is buffed right there. The Ulna went down. There we go. Frampton is buffed as well. But Palmer stayed up in this one. So that's going to be different. He just went down right there. That's okay, because we might have enough buffs at this point to take down some of these targets and take them down a little bit earlier. That way we'll just be left with Grez in this point. I feel like if we can keep Grez and Frampton up, we should be able to get this one down, guys. Frampton, of course, with the pile driver. Boom! There we go. Got that one done. Very nice. That gives us, what, 2 more battles in here? This one, of course, Lucretia. Everybody in this formation, guys, is buffing Lucretia, period. That is really it. So Lucretia can just amplify the damage she puts out. Look at that. Perfect. Absolutely flawless victory. Then, of course, this one we have the awakened version of Thane, and we have Belinda, and we have Baden. Kind of an interesting, just kind of put everyone together. Ezio as a finisher. And then, of course, we do have Treznar, guys. But I think we're going to get this one down. I'm going to go ahead and exit out of it. Because Belinda, of course, is going to ult. Boom. Allows Ezio to finish out those targets. Just got to kill Thorn once more, guys. And there it is. Boom. Chapter 47 is completed. Let's run through, guys, and see what the damage here is. 30 billion right there, 23 billion. So definitely the Awakened Soul is putting out a lot of damage in that one. And Brutus, look at that, 61, almost 61 billion damage within that one. And then we have Frampton and we have Grez. Now, if you remember when we seen it really quick with the snap, Frampton put out a lot more damage than Grez. You can see that wasn't the case in this one, even though they're both at the 60 engraving. Grez does have a couple more stars, but overall a lot of damage. Lucretia, 97 billion damage within that one, guys. And then, of course, 68 billion from that awakened version of Belinda to finish out the chapter. Let's look at the next stage, guys, because we have never seen chapter 28. Next chapter, there it is, the Crystal Dance. Again, a lot of players in here, as you can see. I see Mickey in here, I see Sonorez. So boom, a lot of players are just kind of stacked up in 48. And looking at it, very cool. It almost looks like a almost like a carousel. So it looks like we come up, we go right through the carousel. Right up here, the Horn King is already through here. But like I was saying, guys, we wanted the resources, so we got some red chests out of there. We did get some tier stones, some Stargazer cards, tier 3 stones. So that gave us tier 3 and tier 4 stones within there, bringing us into chapter 48. Now, since we do have, since we already do have Ogath kind of built out, we're focusing on Amelia, which Amelia, I'm just going to save right now because essentially we are still looking to build up that signature item a little bit higher. But looking at the 127 cards we have right here, I'm going to save some resources. You can see we used a lot, but out of the event we have going on right now, I'm going to start saving up some resources so we can go ahead and get that engraving and get that build on the awakened version of Thalia. So essentially, with the way that the patches work and the awakened heroes, the awakened version of the Thalia should be on global. So up on these accounts, probably on Tuesday if they stay true to their regular schedule. So we're going to need diamonds, we're going to need Stargazer cards, we're going to need a lot more time emblems to actually build out that awakened version of Athalia. All right, guys, so that'll do it for today's video. We are into chapter 48. That is right. We're into 48. Gonna have to start making our progression through here. So that'll do it for today's video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.